Has anybody ever walked up to you and said, you know, this is what we expect of an actor, especially in South India. They have to look pretty, they have to be white-skinned, they're fair-skinned, and things like that. Does that matter? What exactly
No,
is
I
South
deny
Indian?
that completely. Completely deny that. I don't
That
think
doesn't
that's a
happen?
problem ever. No.
So what defines South Indian beauty then?
In fact, I did a film called Manam where I painted myself black.
Yes.
I did.
Yes. So, but I'd also like to bring Tamannaah on this. Do you think, what defines a South Indian beauty then?
Well, first of all, I am from Mumbai, and I've been working down south since I was 15 years old. And everybody in Mumbai thinks I'm from the south, and everybody in the south thinks I'm from Mumbai. So I basically face an identity crisis, and I think I am Indian, and I think I have the good fortune of being both, you know, being born and raised in Mumbai. Yet, I have a lot of the South Indian culture in me because literally all my growing up happened in the south. Now coming to your question of what is the South Indian definition of beauty, first of all, I think beauty is unique. Like if you see the four women sitting, I mean the four of us, I mean the five of us sitting here, including Rohini. Rohini, I think you're really beautiful.
Thank you very much.
And I
so
think there are no four divas here, there are five divas on this stage. And actually not five, but there's every woman in the audience is a diva in herself, is a goddess in herself. And we're all unique and we're all beautiful in our own way. And we cannot, it's very hard, how can you compare two human beings? We are not the same, we're not supposed to be the same. And when I came into the South Indian film industry, you know, the first comment was, Madam, kuncho weight put on pananga, kuncho on the... So I had this complex of always trying to put on weight. Only till recently I realized what they meant was be voluptuous. They did not mean be fat, because fat is not going to be likable. Or
which is the other way around, which we thought because they're kunjam little fat,
that
is why they were bringing the word. Oh really?
They want little chubby.
And I've never had that problem.
So they actually don't mean become fat, and I recently discovered they don't mean become fat, because every time I used to become chubby, I start eating properly. I used to eat all the food on the set. I used to be like, okay, you know what, my director wants me to become a little chubby. And yes, of course, fair skin is something that unfortunately our country is obsessive about. And I being a fair-skinned girl, I can tell you one thing, that it's really not that big a deal that it's made of. Two films that I worked in, I had to tan myself like how Shriya spoke about. And those were two really successful films, which includes Bahubali, which is one of the biggest grossers in India in general. I think the Indian color is beautiful, and I personally encourage women to, you know, take up their own, the way they are, just the way they are, be it their color, their size, their weight, the way they look. I think accepting yourself is where beauty begins.
But I have a different perspective on that, because I have a different experience altogether.
Go ahead.
I can only tell you about my experience of having understood beauty by working in cinema. So far I've done only Malayalam cinema. Except for a few commercials in Tamil, Telugu and Hindi, thanks to Kalyan Jewellers. And I know I'm not beautiful, like, especially like a film star is supposed to look like, or...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we all beg to differ on this, don't we?
No,
you know what, you're not beautiful, you're hot. You're bloody hot. Anyone out there who disagrees...
Sizzling hot. For all of them.
Come on.
There you go. Yes.
So, what I was telling was, I can never pass for someone who is tall and fair and has like sharp features like a model. But yet I am sitting here among these beautiful ladies in front of you as an actor. And to an extent, I believe that is only because I was part of Malayalam cinema. Because in Malayalam cinema, our films and its creators, they have always believed in celebrating the inner beauty of the character, be it men or women. I'd like to cite an example here. One of my most spoken about films, of course, which is very, very close to my heart, is the name of the film is Kanmadam, which was directed by late Shri Rohith. Yes. And the name of my character was Bhanu. Bhanu is a blacksmith, and she works hard. Every Malayali in this hall must have seen that movie. She works hard to support her family, and she has no softness at all, like neither in the way she behaves nor in the way she looks like. She's always covered in sweat, and she keeps working all the time, and she is even very rarely seen in a change of clothes in the film. But still, the strength of the character, the willpower of the character made her so beautiful that even today when people come up to me and speak to me about my films, Bhanu is a mandatory mention. So everyone who comes to me speaks about Bhanu, and that, at least to me, is what beauty is all about. Universal beauty is all about, like beauty that comes from character and self-respect, self-belief, or beauty that comes from having ideals and principles.
Absolutely, and how we exude our beauty. But
Yeah. But I have to tell us something. I think most of the beautiful women I've met across the world, and I love traveling, is that they believe they're not beautiful.